Good morning. Welcome to Thursday. I hope you're having an awesome one so far. I can't tell you how much fun Tim Murphy I had last night.
Go, tell me.
Thompson Farms, I had no idea. They are now making their own wine.
Yes.
You can do so much out there. You can go, of course, and pick your own strawberries. They had pumpkins everywhere.
They had what? They had what?
Pumpkins.
No, you didn't say that.
I know, I said pumpkins.
She says pumpkins. That's cute. Go on.
Everywhere, and they opened up the barn, and they have awesome tables in there, and they had the big heaters on, so you can actually go in and do some wine tasting and have some. We had a charcuterie board. And
I like how you say that.
Charcuterie and some skewers with baby grape tomatoes and mozzarella and basil. That was so fresh. It was so good. We had the best flipping time.
How many of you?
There were 3 of us.
So was it an event, or this is just
you can just wander over there.
What time of day?
This was about 6 o'clock.
Was it when okay, so I have an interview. I did an interview that's coming up by Algoma, by local by Algoma. And they have an event called Locavore. Local carnivore, eat local, eat local, Locavore. Yes. It was sold out, 80 tickets, boom, gone at Thompson Farms.
Alicia, who was our server, actually talked about how huge that event was.
80 people, sold out, boom. They're going to do another one hopefully maybe this winter. But here's what I saw. You watch for the interview. It's coming up, I think, next week. I'm not even certain when we're doing that one. But they showed the interior of the barn. I was blown away.
It's gorgeous.
Light strung, those pine floors, big tables, gorgeous, and they showed the food. What I don't understand though is, was it cold?
It was cold. Yeah, so it was cold.
Oh look, there's a photo, Lou.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So it was chilly, right?
It was chilly, and there was a wall there.
Yeah,
on that one side.
The other side, the photos that they had, I did see a wall, but I could see the light through the wall, which is what made me realize.
Yeah, so it's very chilly, and they're hoping that they can make it through the season right till October 31st.
Okay.
But they do have, those big stand-up heaters.
Yes.
By the table. So once you have your wine,
so it's kind of like dining al fresco.
It is very al fresco. We had such a lovely time. You can buy pumpkin spice cider right now.
They're doing cider as well. That's right.
Which is phenomenal.
Homemade
and
wines.
Then they do the apple cider. They have a strawberry and raspberry wine, and then they have like a dessert wine. Well, my goodness, we had just the most lovely time. There's a little gift shop off to the side. You wander in there. There is some stuff in there. And the lady in there was telling us that their wine is just about on the verge of being bottled. So very soon the stock will be full. So go check it out.
Third line.
Third line. And you know what? Such quality, such
all local,
such quaint atmosphere, and the people that we ran into that work there were phenomenal. Alicia, like I said, our server, was just lovely.
I love hearing about stuff like that.
Well, and you know what? I was thrilled because I'm a wine drinker and I like to do wine tours. So Prince Edward County in Southern Ontario is a huge. There's like 9 or 10 wineries there, and there's one that features wine tasting in their barn. And I always thought, you know what? That's such a beautiful idea. This just knocked it out of the park. Absolutely wonderful. Go check it out. Seriously.
There you go.
Put some socks on. But yeah, seriously, it was so much fun.
So that's what you did last night.
That's what I did last night. I drank wine and ate some food.
I watched The Masked Singer.
Oh, how was that?
Okay, I guessed it.
Did you?
I got the one. Okay, so if I told you that someone was dressed as a panda, okay, and they give you clues, the panda has nothing to do with it really.
Right.
Except that she talked about her Papa Bear. So here's some of the clues. I'm going to give you some clues and see if you can guess who this person was. She talked about her father being a Papa Bear, that she really looks up to him, that this performance is going to be a tribute to him, that you don't have to, he was always a beautiful man, is a beautiful man, strong, quiet, that you don't have to go and pound your chest, even though he would go and pound his chest, you don't have to be like that. So I was thinking Tarzan, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I was just going to say Tarzan.
Then in her video package, there was a graphic of a bumblebee, and she used the word a match, when I'm in a match kind of thing. Can you guess who this person was?
Muhammad Ali?
His daughter.
Wow.
You got it, Layla Ali.
Wow.
I remember she was on Dancing with the Stars too.
Yes.
So Layla Ali was dressed as the panda, and she could sing a little. She can sing in tune. She can sing in tune. You could tell. There she is, right there. Look at her.
How cute
with her,
is that?
With her panda
so
head off.
Fun.
But there's another one. It was down to her and the person dressed as the leopard. Now this one I don't get. We all thought it was a woman because she was very effeminate, and the outfit is like regal, like a leopard with a skirt and everything. And then the person starts to sing, and we're all like, "That's a guy!"
Really?
So they trick you with the costume. Obviously tall. In the package, I even used the pause button because I recorded it. Because they give you these really little clues, and you have to really pay attention.
Yeah.
There was a newspaper saying leopard survives something, and then the date on the newspaper was April the 20th, 2015. So I'm frantically Googling who was on Survivor, who won on April 20th, 2000. There's the leopard there. Now, I don't know who this is. Another one is No One Can Catch Them, so they're guessing Caitlyn Jenner. Because in April of 2000, but I don't think it was 2015, is when when Caitlyn came out.
Right.
Sort of thing. So anyway, I don't know.
What does that have to do with catching her? Because she was a runner before.
She was a runner. And also, I was thinking maybe like Billy Porter because he's tall.
Yes, yeah.
But he sings better than this person. Anyways,
So apparently you don't have to sing.
No, you don't have. No,
that's very cool.
Yeah.
I could go.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm really enjoying the show.
Well, good.
And this is the show that, if you recall, when it first premiered, I was like, "This is going to be the stupidest
Both of us.
thing."
I've never watched it myself.
It's like one of those wild Japanese game shows that's based on that. But no, I'm getting a kick out of it. I honestly am.
That's fun.
They were also guessing that maybe one of the guys was like Chris Rock or Eddie Murphy or something.
Oh.
Eddie Murphy's busy.
He's trying hard. He's coming back.
Okay, so tomorrow a movie opens called, is it Dolomite? Dolomite is my name.
Yeah.
Dolomite is my name. It opens tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about it, but the trailer's out. Mm-hmm. Haven't seen it, sorry. Can't recommend anything. But however, immediately after this, he's going to do Coming to America 2, where he plays the prince of an African nation. Okay, so there's doing that. Then after that, he wants to go back and do a Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Holy moly!
Which, yeah.
I wonder if he's broke.
Well, I don't think so, because then he's hosting SNL in December.
That's classic. That's going to be fun. I hope he does all the characters he's ever done on that show.
And
could you imagine?
Then he's going to go back to stand-up. So you see, here's the deal. You do film after film, you get yourself out there, and then you go back to stand-up and you sell out. He hasn't done stand-up in a long time.
And he hasn't done a lot for a long time. I mean, we haven't read about him or seen him out there. Obviously, he's working.
That's like 3 major films in a couple of years.
Way to go, Eddie.
He wasn't supposed to be Axel Foley in Beverly Hills Cop.
No?
Sly Stallone. Sylvester Stallone, up until 2 weeks before filming, Sylvester Stallone was supposed to star in Beverly Hills Cop.
Really?
Yes. Production costs got out of hand, and 2 weeks before the show, he was replaced. So I don't know whether or not things got expensive and they couldn't afford him anymore, or there was a salary issue, or they didn't have the money to pay him when they were gonna.
Wow.
Imagine that. That would be a whole different film.
Oh my goodness, I can't even put myself there.
That led me to a whole bunch of other celebrities who got offered stuff that they turned down.
Oh, really?
Matt Damon,
yes.
Avatar.
No way.
James Cameron offered him the role and also 10% of the profits.
Oh, he's kicking himself.
He would have made $250 million.
I mean, I know he's not hurting, but...
Show me the money. Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Would have been Woody Harrelson if he'd said yes.
Oh, Tom did way better.
Woody Harrelson said nobody's going to want to see a film about an agent.
Really?
Yep. Halle Berry?
Yes.
Imagine her on the bus in Speed. Instead of Sandra Bullock?
I can imagine it.
She turned it down. She said, but in all fairness, when I read the script, the bus never left the parking lot.
So there you
go. It's funny how it changes.
Isn't that interesting?
Yep.
Your guest has arrived.
Hey, yay. Okay, that's Strive. Young professionals. They're on the show today. And also, there's a really fun event coming up. If you've got kids, it's the Fishing and Game Club are putting an event on this weekend. Wait till you hear that. And
thank you to Casey's Security for sponsoring the show this morning.
They're going to be on the show next week for Pumpkin Patrol.
Awesome.
It's an annual thing. We'll be back after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Stay with us and stay dry.
1999, the Machine Shop has been a unique space for innovation and creativity. Once a leading pulp and paper company, the Machine Shop was built by Francis H. Clerg, which later became part of St. Mary's Paper in 1984. After the closure of St. Mary's Paper in 2011, the Machine Shop spent 4 years vacant. In 2015, the Machine Shop reopened their doors to the community for the first time. From weddings to galas to concerts and festivals, the one-of-a-kind venue has something for everyone. We are proud to work with the community and local nonprofits to host major events such as Festival of Trees, Pearls and Plaid, an evening at Hogwarts, and more. While you're here, wind down at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar for a quiet dining experience, or watch a game and try a wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room. Don't forget to save room for house-made gelato and baked goods at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop events, history, and restaurants, visit machineshopinc.ca. 3 great places, 1 historic venue.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, Ashley, Gerard, and Terry. What's your last name? I'm sorry.
Chef.
Terry Chef from Strive Young Professionals.
Yes, we're back.
You're back again. It's been a while, though.
It has been a while.
Nice to see you again.
You too.
You guys are hosting a debate.
We are.
You've done this before.
Yes.
When was the last election? I can't remember.
The last municipal election.
It was municipal you did. So this one's the federal. And where's it going to be?
At Grand Gardens downtown.
Oh, Grand Gardens on Dennis Street.
That's
Lovely.
Right. Yes.
Will there be a cash bar?
I hope so.
It's a political event.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you going to be able to? That's so cool. You can sit and have the debate and listen and enjoy a cocktail. That's very cool.
I think everybody needs a glass of wine when talking politics.
I think so, Terry. That's a busy day for the candidates.
Yeah.
Because that morning they have...
The Chamber of Commerce?
Chamber of Commerce.
Is doing the breakfast.
Breakfast, I believe, is at Quattro that morning at 7:30.
Early.
Yeah.
Then we have a live debate at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're airing that right here on ONNtv. Then they're all going to go and check their notes and head off to see you guys at what time?
5:30, doors open.
Doors open at 5:30.
Yeah.
And that place comfortably holds, if they're not doing, do you know if they're doing tables or regular, like a theater setup?
I believe we're doing table setup.
They could probably about 250 people, I think, when they do tables. So there's lots of room.
Well, there's appetizers, so I'm going to assume.
Really?
Yes, free appetizers.
Wait a minute, is that you guys doing this?
Yes.
You're providing free appetizers and a cash bar?
We are.
Now, see, that's really cool. You turn a political debate into a
night,
a bit of a social event too.
Of course, that's what we do.
Okay, so you tell us a little bit about Strive, Ashley. Give us some background for those who don't know.
For those who don't know, Strive is our local young professionals group. It's the biggest young professionals group in Algoma, and what we do is we try to create opportunities for the workforce from 19 to 40. So when you think of a young professional, it could be anyone. It could be if you're working hard and you're passionate about what you do, we want to meet you. We want you to come out. So, and we also support anybody who's over 40 who wants to come and join our event. So you're welcome. You're welcome. So it's just it's an opportunity for a group of volunteers to create more opportunities for the community.
Great also then to sponsor this debate, because there's definitely going to be issues that the young professionals and people in Algoma are going to have from that age range, from that demographic, right? Because if you look at our city, we know that the population here, we have an aging demographic. I think the last count was about 30% of the population of Sault Ste. Marie is over 50. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot, majority of the people have questions they're going to be asking, or things, concerns that are of that age group. So really for young people to get out there and ask these questions is crucial.
Yep.
And so now what is your background?
With Strive? Or my background with Strive, I am the advocacy officer for Strive.
Okay.
I sit on several other boards. I'm a director for the Chamber of Commerce. I'm part of the executive for the Art Gallery and part of the executive for Sault Saints.
Are you?
I am.
All my favorite things.
Right?
Yeah. So, go on.
No, but I'm really excited about this event. Just because more recently there have been several local issues that have been coming up, and I'm really, regardless of what my stance or anybody else's, I'm really impressed with how involved and how much of a stance young people are starting to take, especially on matters that affect our future.
Right.
So I'm hoping that passion that we've seen coming out, especially on social media, is going to carry over, and that we'll see participation in this event. Because I mean, educating yourself is key to make a really good and informed decision on who you're going to vote for, right? So
I don't want to give away any of the questions. Who's creating the questions?
Jairus Patterson's moderating and commissioning the debate, so it's going to be really exciting.
Absolutely.
But we also, we really wanted to create an opportunity that if you're attending, you have a say in what we're hearing about. So we have an open table, an open forum, I suppose you would call it, where we can ask questions if you're in the audience. So you can submit questions as well. So we really want to make sure that if you're attending, you're hearing about what you feel is most important for your decision making.
That's brilliant. And that's good of the candidates. I mean, you can't get away from that. If the question is posed, you've got to answer it.
You know, Jairus has really been very enthusiastic about participating in this event, and he's really his duty is to make sure that questions are answered adequately and concisely. He's on it. He's so pumped about it.
And you know what else with Jairus? He's so in the know. I mean, he's really, when it comes to these issues, he knows what's going on. I mean, he's got his finger on the pulse. From your perspective, what are you hearing? Are you hearing anything from your membership about what some of the I don't want to give away any of the questions or the topics, but what are some of the things that, as young professionals in Algoma, that you think are some pressing issues?
Apparently, the environment and climate change, it's huge right now.
Surprisingly, it just exploded.
Yeah.
Right? Do you find that
current issues have brought it really to the forefront of our minds and of our decision making for our future and for our health. So I think that that's going to be a really important part, as well as affordable living. That's across the board federally. All of the platforms have really targeted the youth vote in creating a better, more affordable way of living.
Right.
But you also have to look at it, and this is where this is important, is they're promising cuts and they're promising affordability, but where are they taking that money from, and how do we keep going in the same direction? So,
and you mentioned health, so I'm sure that healthcare is on the table as well, because health is tends to be more of a provincial issue, but certainly the overall health of the country and the federal government has a say in health as well. I'm thinking about taxes as well, obviously, when you're talking about young professionals and looking for people who are starting out and needing a bit of a tax break, smaller businesses, right, independent.
Or even just young, workforce. We're still paying a good portion of our paychecks go to taxes, and whether you have a business or you're just trying to get by, it still affects your everyday life. So, and
then the whole student loan thing too, which is a really hot button topic right now as well, about paying back student loans. And I know that some of the parties have ideas about how they can offset that and make
home buyers, first-time home buyers.
Oh my gosh!
I just bought a house. Now we're talking about this.
Congratulations! Yeah, right. No, but it's true. So these are all issues that are really relevant to younger people.
Yeah.
Younger up, and as you say, but anybody can attend.
For sure, and this election's really important because the youth vote is finally the biggest one. So we have the most influence over the decision making. However, our voter turnout is so low that we don't actually get to show that we're passionate about our direction of Canada.
And let's not forget about the advanced polls, because my partner is working on a film right now. Okay, so his days can go from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. So, or it can anywhere in there, and he doesn't necessarily get the time. Now, I know you have to legally give him time to go and vote. I think an hour. But for what he's doing, he has to find a replacement for himself for that hour. I didn't know that could be a rule. So he was like, I'm really frustrated because I'm afraid that I won't get to vote. So then we checked, and I discovered that there's actually advanced polling is on the weekend.
Oh, that's excellent.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
at
either.
Algoma Public Health, and it does fall on a weekend, and that's where we would go anyway. So really keep that in mind. If you're a young person and you're concerned about not being able to get off work or having to replace yourself for something, or you're on a strange schedule, consider those advanced polls.
The other thing, if you're not able to make the event, we want to see you out, but if you can't make it, I'm finding that CBC Radio in the morning is covering the debate so well, and I really want to encourage everyone to get as informed as you can be. Go to Vote Compass, figure out where you stand politically in your decision making and in your own beliefs, and then vote in any way that you can.
What about attending the event then? Do we buy tickets in advance? How does this work, Terry?
For the event, it's free for Strive members. It's $5 for the public.
Oh, great.
And you can either register on our Facebook page. There's just I just actually did it in the parking lot. I was like, I didn't register for my event. So it's super easy. You just press the button and you're registered, or you can go to Eventbrite as well.
You're on Eventbrite?
Yes.
And the Strive Facebook page, is it just called Strive?
Strive Young Professionals.
Strive Young Professionals.
YPG, I think it is.
Strive YPG on Facebook. Yes. Okay. Also, any questions, contact the Chamber of Commerce. They'll direct you to Ashley and Terry. Absolutely. Right? Well, you're on the board, so you know what's going on. Rory's coming on the show next on the 15th, I think.
We'll see Rory shortly because we do have our board of directors meeting.
Excellent.
This morning. So
you guys have a really exciting thing coming up about Music City.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it's going to be on the show as well. Lots going on. Hey, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
We'll have fun at the debate.
We will. You should come.
I think I will, as a matter of fact.
There's free appetizers.
I know.
And a bar. So.
And a debate.
Yeah,
I love a debate, and I've got some questions myself. Okay, so Ashley, Terry, thanks for being here. Strive Young Professionals, the debate on, it's October the 10th. Yes. Right? Yes. Thursday, October the 10th.
5:30.
Doors open at 5:30 at the Grand Gardens Dennis Street location. We'll be back with Luann after this.
Here, your education is everything, supporting your true sense of purpose. Here, you'll learn from professors who will understand you, who will challenge you, and offer you support on your journey. Here, you'll study programs built on real values: business, technology, science, arts and social sciences, always geared to make a positive difference. Here, you'll have a chance to assist in faculty research, leaving your mark wherever you go. Here, you'll focus on what matters to you and impact the world around you. Algoma University. Come take a closer look.
Who's home? Dad's home. And what's he got? Mouth-watering Little Caesars. Down low, Fido. Dinner? Consider it served. Little Caesars Ultimate Supreme Box Set. A 5-topping deep dish pizza with delicious Italian cheese bread. And I got it for $12. It's Little Caesars and a whole lot of tasty. Hot and ready.
Yesterday, I was mentioning about the Water Tower Inn being lit up this week for dysautonomia awareness, which is neurophysiological. It's a very bizarre and rare disease, I guess. It's a condition. It's an umbrella of it's an umbrella neurological disease that affects you many ways. And I couldn't remember. It was Emily Wilkinson was my guest on the show, who her mother has dysautonomia. She has it. Really interesting. If you want to check out that anything about dysautonomia, it's on the View on Demand channel. But anyway, thanks, Emily, for letting us know the Water Tower Inn is lit up this week for dysautonomia awareness.
Absolutely. Are you a fan of The Crown?
Yes, I loved it.
Well, the 3rd season's coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we in her life now?
They're going back to the 1960s, apparently.
Okay.
This season. But they're already working on season 4. And this is the season that they're going to feature Princess Di.
Oh,
So the actress,
not this one, but the next one?
Yeah, the next one. Emma Corrin is the actress, and wait till you see her. Oh my word, looks just like her.
Really?
Oh my gosh, just like identical.
So I wonder who's playing the Queen in this one. Is it still the same actress? Because I loved her.
No, it's a new actress.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I wonder if it's taking a chance to keep switching out the roles. Because apparently this third season that's just about starting, everybody's new.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's so well written. I think probably after one episode and if they're good, if they're good as good actors as the previous actors from the other seasons. Oh, that was the girl. Who's that then? I don't know who she. Is that the new Queen? Oh. Look at that. I don't know the actress's name, but so she plays the new Queen. But you right away you get sucked into the storyline and the character.
Really?
Oh, the one that I loved was the one who played Princess Margaret, the sister.
Apparently she was
great, and Margaret, the character, wild.
Yeah?
As a person?
Really?
Oh, Margaret had a life. She was so different from the rest of them.
Oh, awesome.
She was a bit of a wild child, Margaret.
The Crown.
Yeah.
Check it out. Remember yesterday we were talking about, or the day before, Demi Lovato went to...
I think it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, went to Jordan and was baptized.
Jordan was baptized.
Yeah. Well, apparently she's taken a lot of flack.
Why?
She's so frustrated. She
can't do anything right? What's wrong? What's wrong with getting baptized in the River Jordan?
Well, it's in Israel, so people are calling her and saying that, you know, she's supporting Palestine because she went to Israel. And she said, you know what, it was such a special life-changing experience for me. It was nothing but happy. I'm just so frustrated that people will look at this as a political ploy on my part.
Come on.
Like, she's Demi Lovato. She went to get baptized.
Does that mean if you travel to Russia that you're supporting communism?
Right?
Does that
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Does that mean because I'm going to Cuba for my Christmas vacation, am I supporting communism? Really? Am I?
No, I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
It's not political. For
That's
heaven's
right.
Sakes.
Yeah,
and that
leave
was a
her
spiritual
alone.
journey, for heaven's sakes.
And she talked about how it was like miraculous for her. Let her enjoy it, for goodness sake.
Okay, so on the other hand, maybe she shouldn't have gone so public. If it's a spiritual journey that she's doing on her own, maybe she needs to get...
It was a free trip, and she told them that she would promise... She only promised tweets. So...
Okay, you know what then? Sorry, Demi, however you say it. She's Demi. Not Demi Moore. She's Demi Lovato. I'm sorry. I think that if you're going, and it's a free trip, and you're promising to tweet, which is an advertisement...
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Then you're open to it. If you're going to tweet about it, then you're open to the criticism from people. And you're going to take the good with the bad. If she had gone there on her own, paid her own way, and kept it on the down low, and just done it as a true spiritual journey and not shared it with people... then she wouldn't be getting the flag.
I think
you don't want
the
fact that
I think the fact that she was baptized is something that came up for her while she was there, and it wasn't a planned event, and it affected her so much that she was just very, very affected by it. So she just feels bad that there's negativity around that, and I get that.
Haters gonna hate.
She's the first to say, yeah, you know what, it was a free trip.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
It's National Boyfriend's Day.
Do I have to honor all of them?
Yes.
Current and past?
No.
Oh, good.
No past boyfriends.
Awesome.
If you're wondering when National Girlfriend's Day, it's August the 1st, so it's all fair. You guys, National Girlfriends, get a nicer day. You guys.
So do you have to, when you say current, do you have to honor all of them?
All of your current boyfriends?
All of them?
Well, I'm going to honor Keith and, the others. I'm going to bake cookies.
Yeah, sure you are. I don't even believe him anymore.
I know. Hey, you gonna do the news next?
I'm gonna do the news next, so please stay tuned. We have lots of local stuff for you.
Coming right up after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Recently, the government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Federal election race heating up, all 5 candidates headed down to the local public library for an open floor question and answer period. ONNtv was there.
And I can tell you that I've always been a person that will accept the idea of someone else if it is a good idea. Not simply dismiss it because there's someone that opposes me or someone that has a different belief system on how we should get to the end goal. If we can find a way to work efficiently and work together as parties, we can certainly streamline a lot of government. Right? And just because another party proposes something doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad idea. It's potentially something we should explore, it's potentially something we should partner with, and it's potentially something we should work with.
We've actually been very clear about our stance on that. I would say that in terms of, we wouldn't be able to, by our morals, we wouldn't be able to prop up a conservative government simply because we're too far apart in our views and our goals. But any other government, we'd be willing to work with any of the other parties as long as they're willing to work towards our primary commitments and our main goals for Canadians.
So the Green Party would definitely stand with a conservative minority because that would give us so much more leveraging for our goals. And it also minimizes the risk of getting a majority on their part. So in that specific instance, that's what the plan would be, but it's also part of our goals to create more fairness, more transparency, and more collaboration within politics.
And I'll give you an example of something I'm very proud of, is my precarious motion bill that I put forward. Something that's never been done before in Parliament. And first of all, private members' motions fail most of the time. They just do. They can't garner that support. But I was able to work with all parties on my private members' bill, which is very important. And precarious motion is extremely important. We undertook great work. We had great amounts of testimony, expert recommendations that I'm committed to furthering when reelected. And I bring that up because it passed, but it passed unanimously with support of all parties. We need more of that in the House of Commons, regardless of what happens.
Coming from a party that is not established yet, and we're not whipped, as long as it fits within our values of freedom and individual responsibility and fairness and respect, it'll be good for all Canadians when you think about it. So we can definitely work with the other people around us. And if we have a minority government, like Sarah said, that would be great for Canada because it turns into the United States now where it's just two sides, it's just two parties. And I think a lot of Canadians are tired of that. There's other options out there.
Conservation officers with the Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry want to remind hunters that allowing game meat to spoil after an animal has been hunted is illegal and can result in significant fines and hunting license suspensions. A Dryden man has been fined a total of $5,300 for offenses related to hunting deer. On September 17th in Dryden Provincial Court, Roy Joey Parker pleaded guilty to unlawfully permitting flesh, to become unsuitable for human consumption. He was fined $4,500 and received a 4-year big game hunting suspension. Parker also pleaded guilty to unlawfully hunting deer without a license and received another fine of $800. Ministry officials say that on May 11th, conservation officers executed a search warrant on a Dryden property. A small buck, a doe, and a fawn were found spoiling in a shed behind the house. The investigation determined the deer were hunted during the 2018 deer season. However, the fawn was killed without a license. All 3 deer had been field dressed and left to hang in the shed over the winter. As spring temperatures increased, the deer began to spoil and became unsuitable for human consumption. It was the first time Liberal leader Justin Trudeau faced his rivals directly in the federal election campaign, but Conservative leader Andrew Scheer spent a great deal of time in the hot seat during the first French language debate. The debate, hosted by the private TVA television network and newspaper Le Journal de Montréal, pushed Scheer right into uncomfortable territory with its first question about abortion. That gave Yves-François Blanchet, leader of the Bloc Québécois, the chance to press the Conservative leader to elaborate on his personal views. Scheer said it is normal for Canadians to have different perspectives, but that he would oppose any measure to reopen the debate. Scheer was pressured to clarify his stance on abortion last summer after it emerged that his Quebec lieutenant, MP Alain Reyes, had told candidates in the province that backbench MPs would not be allowed to bring forward any bills or motions on that issue. The Quebec government is giving the province's print media a financial boost to help them confront the unprecedented crisis facing the industry from the rise of digital competitors. Media companies will be able to claim a refundable tax credit equal to 35% of employees' salaries over 5 years to give them financial leeway while they seek a new business model. The measure, announced yesterday, retroactive to January 1st, applies to the first $75,000 of newsroom employees' salaries. The announcement follows a recent parliamentary commission on the future of media and the forced sale of 6 newspapers. The financial assistance totals nearly $50 million a year by 2023-24.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place, at the right time, in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Here, your education is everything, supporting your true sense of purpose. Here, you'll learn from professors who will understand you, who will challenge you, and offer you support on your journey. Here, you'll study programs built on real values: business, technology, science, arts and social sciences, always geared to make a positive difference. Here, you'll have a chance to assist in faculty research, leaving your mark wherever you go. Here, you'll focus on what matters to you and impact the world around you. Algoma University. Come take a closer look.
Since 1899, the Machine Shop has been a unique space for innovation and creativity. Once a leading pulp and paper company, the Machine Shop was built by Francis H. Clerg, which later became part of St. Mary's Paper in 1984. After the closure of St. Mary's Paper in 2011, the Machine Shop spent 4 years vacant. In 2015, the Machine Shop reopened their doors to the community for the first time. From weddings to galas to concerts and festivals, the one-of-a-kind venue has something for everyone. We are proud to work with the community and local nonprofits to host major events such as Festival of Trees, Pearls and Plaid, an evening at Hogwarts, and more. While you're here, wind down at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar for a quiet dining experience, or watch a game and try a wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room. Don't forget to save room for house-made gelato and baked goods at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop events, history, and restaurants, visit machineshopinc.ca. 3 great places, 1 historic venue.
And just before we continue on this morning, I want to say a nice hello to Connie. Thank you so much for watching, Connie, and everybody else who's watching this morning. We really appreciate you guys. We're on Facebook now.
Facebook Live.
So tell everyone.
Tell all your friends.
Yes, all of them.
And your boyfriends.
Because it's National Boyfriend Day.
Nice. Good for you.
I do pay attention.
Once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon. Usually when he talks, I just go whomp, 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 whomp. You know what? Beyonce's dad.
I'm sorry, you're talking to me?
Yes. Beyonce's father, unfortunately, has had to deal with cancer.
Oh, okay.
He's had breast cancer.
I've heard that happens in men.
Wow. Yeah.
I wonder how often.
I don't know. Matthew Knowles has breast cancer, and he said it's actually for him, it's a genetic mutation. So because he was predisposed genetically to it is the reason he got it, not because he has a malignancy, is how he explains it. So he had his right breast removed, and in anticipation of why bother, why worry about it some more, he is going to have his left breast removed in January. And he talks about the journey of that, and talks about how he can't imagine how difficult it must be for women to have mastectomies.
I'm imagining, so there's obviously ducts, and stuff in there, that even in the male, and there's what's that stuff?
Lymph nodes.
Nodes. That's the nodes that are in there, right?
Yeah. And then when you're genetic, that's why Angelina Jolie had a double mastectomy and had a hysterectomy, because she found that she was genetically predisposed to cancer.
And you can find that out, right? I mean,
it's a blood test.
Algoma Public Health has a whole genetic area where I think
really.
There's a whole department that's just genetics.
Oh, cool.
And they do markers and stuff. They'll do things like testing about chances of having a child and stuff. You know, like if you...
Really?
Oh, yeah, they do all that. If you have questions...
Can they tell me why I'm fat?
And I can tell you that.
I'm sure you could.
See how you eat. I'm just kidding, and you're not. You're not. No, so that's interesting, though. Genetic markers.
Yeah, and you know what? It's unfortunate that somebody with a high profile sort of makes us think about it again. But the fact that he is making us think about it again is kudos to him, I find. You know what? He could be very private about it. He's just Beyonce's dad, after all. You know, he doesn't have to come out and talk about it and stuff, but he's trying to help.
I had all my prostate stuff done.
Did you? Good.
Yeah. It's just blood work now. You don't have to go for an exam. You just give them blood, and they can look at your blood work and know whether or not you need to look further. And I don't need to look further.
Good for you.
My prostate's clean as a whistle.
I'm so happy to hear that. Something on you is... Shamar Moore was on the top.
Who's he?
He is so cute. You don't know Shamar Moore?
I don't know him.
He's an actor.
I know ShamWow.
And he currently is on the show called SWAT.
Okay, never saw it.
He's very, very well known. Michael's I'm sure going to put a picture up very soon of him.
He's very well known.
He's so
cute. You call me ignorant?
Yeah, calling you ignorant. Yeah,
Okay, what about him?
coming up.
What about him?
So he was on The Talk, and Bridget Nielsen.
There he is on The Talk.
Yeah, Bridget Nielsen was a guest host on the particular episode that he was on.
Is she the big tall blonde lady?
Yes, married to Sylvester Stallone.
She's been married to Sly Stallone.
Yeah. Well, he gagaed over her, and he said several times, "I have such a crush on you. I can't even stand it. I just have such a crush." So Osborne, Sharon Osborne, was teasing them, say, "Oh, kiss, kiss, kiss," and they kissed. And Bridget Nielsen, because he was so over the top with her, had to actually get up and leave the set for a second because she said, "I was just getting a little."
Really?
He kissed her, honey.
Wow.
That would be such a hard job.
You know who's looking really fantastic? Gwen Stefani.
Right?
On The Voice with her boyfriend. They're common law. Blake Shelton.
Yes.
It's a fun dynamic to watch.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
They both turned their this is an episode that I had taped that I watched. They both turned their chairs for one performer. She actually said to the performer, "Just give me a second," and she walked over, she said, "I really, really want this one." Because they have to compete to try to get the person.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I'm enjoying. I thought I would miss Adam Levine and the banter between Adam Levine and Blake, but the banter between Gwen Stefani and Blake is keeping things pretty sparky.
Good to hear.
Hey, okay, so coming up next, you're going to love this interview, and if you have a child that's under 14, it's an amazing event this weekend, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Lakeshore and the Algoma Fish and Game Club. Coming up right after this.
This is ONNtv. Who's home? Dad's home. And what's he got? Mouth-watering Little Caesars. Download Fido. Dinner? Consider it served. Little Caesars Ultimate Supreme Box Set. A 5-topping deep dish pizza with delicious Italian cheese bread. And I got it for $12. It's Little Caesars and a whole lot of tasty. Hot and ready.
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game in Trywood Fire Oven Pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. Now, Ashley, my first time meeting you, Ashley Fernandez from the Algoma Fish and Game Club.
That's correct.
And Terry Lou LeGros is no stranger to me or to St. Marie. Terry Lou, you are a Kiwanian. Are you the president of the foundation?
Yes,
for Kiwanis Club of Lakeshore?
Yes.
I did not know that about you. I've known you for years. Well, first of all, I've known you since we were teenagers.
Yes.
But then a lot of people probably know you from the senior center.
You're
from
correct.
your involvement with the city.
Yes.
So, are you retiring, Terry?
I am retired.
You have retired.
I'm retired.
But you're keeping busy.
Yes. Kiwanis keeps me busy.
Kiwanis keeps you busy. This event that's coming up, This is your second annual, Ashley?
Second annual Kids Fall Fishing event.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how it went last year, what the event entails.
Okay, so last year was our first event. We're in partnership with the Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry, who provide the fish for us.
Okay.
It's a free event. So last year we started off, we pulled together with some volunteers. We didn't have any sponsorship or anything. So we got some tanks, we put some fish in, and it was great. 293 kids.
Come on!
Made it to the event. Yes.
For your first annual? That's an amazing turnout.
It was amazing.
So are you teaching kids how to fish?
Yes, we are teaching kids how to fish, how to clean fish, about the outdoors. The Ministry of Natural Resources is there as well, educating about different species of fish and what they do. Yes,
so it's fun and educational.
Fun and educational.
And completely interactive.
Completely interactive.
And Terry Lou, the tanks, the kids can see the fish.
Yes, they can.
So and then they throw their little lines in and they catch a fish. So that's exciting. And I love the part that you told me about afterwards. The fish go.
Oh, so any of the leftover fish go back into Kinsman Pond so that individuals and kids can come later on to catch them.
So it's like a cat. Wait, so the fish that they catch, do they get to keep them?
They do get to keep them.
Come on!
But not all of them will get caught. So whatever's left over
goes back into the pond. Into the pond.
Yeah.
So they're going to get to keep them, and they're going to learn how to clean them too.
Yes. Yep.
This is amazing. Yeah. Here's the other amazing thing. Because of the involvement of the Kiwanis Club and because of the generosity of your club and the ministry, it's completely free.
That's correct.
For kids 14 and under.
Yes.
So what time does this all start?
So it starts at 11:30 on Sunday, October the 6th.
That's this coming Sunday.
That's this coming Sunday. People can come a little bit earlier too, because we're expecting a little bit of a lineup.
Yeah, well, that's
register.
You did 200. You did almost. There's the posters up right now, so the people can read that as we speak. So, what are there? How long does it go? How long a day is it?
So it's 11:30 to 3:30 to participate, and the reason why it's we have it 11:30 to 3:30 is with help of Kiwanis as the presenting sponsor. We've really grown the event this year. So this year now, with the help of Kiwanis, we've added an additional tank. We're going to have Sioux Search and Rescue there, who's going to do compass orientation. We're going to have the Sioux Archery Club, who's going to be there to do archery lessons with the kids.
On!
Yeah, we've really been able to with the assistance of Kiwanis, we've really been able to step it up this year.
Now, and one of the reasons that Kiwanis has come to the table, obviously, you're all about kids, right, Terry?
We are. So Kiwanis our mandate is to help children, youth, any age basically, but kids is where it's at.
Kids is where it's at.
And it's a perfect fit. We've partnered with them with their winter derby on Nebish.
Oh,
and so
that's where they're on the ice, right?
That's when they're on the ice.
Does that happen in March?
Yeah, it's the perch fishing event.
That's your other big event.
That's our other big event.
And the fishing with veterans. Take a veteran fishing.
And that's our other big community event as well.
I remember that one from last year in July. We're going to have you back on the show from Algoma Fishing Game Club to talk about those events closer to the date. But this one coming up now, Terry Lou, are you going to be there? Is Kiwanis present?
Kiwanis is present.
Volunteering?
Well, we can help, but we'll be there as a presence. We will have a vendor's table on site that day to provide information on what Kiwanis does.
Okay. And the opportunities for youth to get involved in Kiwanis now.
Definitely.
Because I was just, as you know, Serge was on the show recently with Jody Nasser, and I learned all about the Kiwanis in the schools.
Yes, that's an excellent program.
So you'll have information about that.
Yeah, teach kids young. You know what? About volunteering, about organizations.
Right.
It's all great, right? They're our future.
Now, the Algoma Fishing Game Club has been around how long now?
I believe this is our 5th year now.
5th year.
Yes.
And one of the reasons that you guys have come together with Kiwanis is because Shane, who's off camera right now, he's the president of Algoma Fishing Game Club.
That's correct.
And he's also a past Kiwanian, come back to Kiwanis, and he brought the groups together.
Definitely.
It
seems to be a perfect fit.
It has been. It's been a great fit.
Okay, so is there registration required?
So the registration, there's no fee, so the registration is just the children with their guardian coming in and signing a waiver because we have photography, just a waiver for that.
That's why there's a waiver, because you're going to be taking pictures of children, and so in order for that to happen, the parents need to sign, or a guardian. And the guardian can be anybody over 18 who's allowed to sign for that child?
That's correct.
Okay, so this is at Kinsman Park.
Correct.
That's 5th line, right?
Yes.
Okay. So will there be signage, easy to find?
Yeah, we'll have signage on the roads. We'll have arrows pointing where to go. We'll have somebody there to direct. Because of the amount of people that will be coming, we won't have the parking down near the pond. The parking will have to be on the road, but we will have disabled parking down there, and there'll be somebody to say, okay, you can drive down.
Oh, so it will be accessible.
It will
It's
be
an accessible event.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
awesome.
Nobody's excluded.
Nobody's
right?
excluded.
Inclusive.
Yes.
And Terry Lou, as you said, this is about kids getting out, putting their computers and their phones away, right?
Right on. Yeah, doing the natural thing.
Here we are. Look where we live, right?
Northern Ontario.
Give the kids a chance to get out and experience the beauty of the North.
That's right.
The other thing I wanted to talk about too was equipment. Does anybody need to bring? If they have their own fishing pole, can they bring it? Or
to fish out of the actual ponds, we will provide the equipment.
You are?
Yeah, because we'll have it all tied up and ready and baited.
Where are you
Just
getting
hand them
300
out.
fishing poles?
through our other sponsors in past, and with the aid of Kiwanis to be able to purchase additional ones.
To do this for free for the kids is so fantastic.
It's excellent. It's a great event.
Now, what about the membership for you guys? If anybody's interested, are you going to have information there about how to join the Fish and Game Club?
Of course, yeah. We'll have a booth set up for information about our club as well, and then we're Algoma Fishing Game Club.ca. If you
have a website,
we do have a website, and you can find us on Facebook as well. This event will be on Facebook, so
and you probably have them listed as well with Kiwanis.
We certainly do. It's been on our Facebook page for the
I love this. I just love this. I love when you guys create activities for the youth and their families to get out and enjoy the wilderness. Well, and Kinsman Park is this time of the year. The colors.
It'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! There you go. Join the Algoma Fishing Game Club this Sunday. October the
6th.
At 11:30 to 4:30.
3:30.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right.
3:30 at Kinsman Park.
That's correct.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
It's always.
We'll be always.
It's a pleasure.
Always, Terry Lou. We'll be back with Luann after this.
Last year we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
Going fishing. Doesn't that sound awesome?
I think that's fantastic, and I love the fact that the kids can actually see the fish in the tanks.
Right.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You know, because for me, fishing was like throw a magnet into a thing, right?
Yeah.
And get a little prize.
You had a magnet? I had a clothespin.
Did you?
Yeah. At the Massey
I was
Fair.
more high tech than at the Massey
At the Massey Fair,
Hey,
yes.
Okay, tomorrow is Friday.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be sunny again. Oh, we've missed it.
We have.
Hang in there, folks. We're almost there. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Have a good one.